You can see me. Hello, hello. I know it says members only, and right now I only have one member that would get for the fairy realm. Hello, darling. So, I don't expect you to be here, but when this goes live 24 hours from now for everyone else, that's how it works. If you're a membership of mine on the fairy realm, then you get a chance to see drop sales. You will see drop sales, not a chance. You will see drop sales 24 hours in advance. There's one exception to that. Tomorrow, I am doing a shop hop with Trusty Huckster Mercantile that starts at I think 5, but my slot is at 6:30 tomorrow on Thursday the 20 no yes what's today 22nd. Been a day, let me tell you. It's been a day, but we have heat now, so I'm extremely happy. Nozzle was gunked up, and for some reason there was no water in the system. So the December Huckster Hop starts at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday with Miss Damn Jewelry herself. So she will be the first one. Now my slot is at 6:30 p.m. That'll be a drop sale, and then at 11 p.m. will be my usual. I am so tired. I can't think straight. Will be my usual live sale. So I will be having a live sale Thursday night for my member that sees this, because by the time this goes live at 8 o'clock roughly tomorrow night, my Huckster Hop will already be done, but you can go find it. And in the description for this is also something you might want to have fun with. I put the link in for the video about how I killed Frosty the Snowman. It was part of a funny story, Christmas Stories challenge from a year ago, but it is definitely worth listening to. Somewhere there's a poor child in therapy. I just realized I did not pause the television. I found this British show called Time Team, and they do archaeological digs, which has been really pretty cool. Especially the one where they literally dug up a guy's entire back garden. But they found part of a Roman house underneath his garden. So, let's get this show on the road. I have, as you'll see in the thumbnail when I get it uploaded, because I'm filming on my son's computer, but the picture for the thumbnail's in my phone, and my phone's running out of power. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are both the same color. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 spools of ribbons, 3 different sizes. Some of these are spools that originally had 100 yards on them. So I have close to, if not over 50 yards of every one of these. It's all going to be priced by the yard. You just let me know how many yards you want and what letter, because I'm going to give each one of them a letter, what letter ribbon it is. So let's get started. I'm going to flip this around so you can see down onto a white piece of paper, and I'll show you each ribbon, and I'll try to give you an idea of the width of each one if it's on the label, because I need to clear this stuff out. So let's get to it. Oh, one other thing. If you've never bought from me before, please make sure you email me. My email is on the About page on my channel, so that way you can email me your name, your address, your PayPal email if it's different from your YouTube email, or the email that you're sending from. So I will need all that. Shipping is not included. So it is price per yard, but it'll be plus whatever shipping. Don't mind the pile in the corner. This is and the unmade bed because there's kittens. This is my son's room. I'm swiping his webcam. So let me flip you around. Hang on for the ride. Whoop. Get you as close as I can. I think that's as good as we're going to get. So now I have a spool and then some of this. I think I need to turn down the light down a little bit because it's making this look. Come on, where are you? These are by the same company. It is. Oh, is it that way? No, I was right. It's this way. I just forgot that this makes everything backwards, so you won't be able to read that. Okay, now where'd your end go? Things don't want to cooperate. So this is 100% acetate fused edged, water repellent, made in the USA. They call this one Capri Blue. And it is... Do you not have a... It doesn't have a width measurement. Well, phoo, because I don't have a tape measure up here. I don't see a ruler on his desk either. But you could see from my finger that it's, I mean, that's less than an inch. That is what, maybe half an inch? Oh, wait, I see. Ah. Ha 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 ha. There we go. I will always find a way. At least I try anyway. Okay, so this is what? Come back down to where you can be seen. There she is. Hello. Hello. I'm doing this as a live because it's the only way I can. I can't really film. This will be too long on my camera because my phone doesn't just do very much. So this is slightly over a ½ inch wide. And this will be 10 cents a yard for this one. And like I said, I have lots because I've got a spool and a half. So this is 10 cents a yard. And this is, the color is called Capri Blue. So this is letter C. Letter C, 10 cents a yard for the Capri Blue. You can see one side is shiny, the other side is more textured. But you want the nice shiny side. So it's all by yardage. But I figured live was the best way to go because this way I can make it just for the members, which for right now, my dear, is an audience of you. Well, let me put C on this one as well. Okay, so we'll sit that over there. The next one is another one, the same thing, in that it's that, flip this around, just a hair over the ½ inch. So this whole stack is just, we'll just say is ½ inch wide. And you see this nice color. Now I see on the camera it's showing up as an orange. It's much more of a rosy color. That is more like a light raspberry. Though I see on the paper it looks almost orange. But this is a light raspberry. They call the color Better Times. But it's definitely a light raspberry. Because like my gloves are ruby red. But for some reason on Michael's monitor, it looks orange. And these are red, like Christmas red, ruby red kind of. So the colors are not, on the monitor I'm seeing, they're not showing true. But this is very much like a rosy or a raspberry, a light raspberry color. So this one, 10 cents a yard. This one's going to be letter R, or the raspberry color that it is. Now this one's also got a little bit of it showing as a little bit of an orange to me. Now this one I would say it's very close to the one I just showed you, but this is darker. This one is more a dark raspberry. It's the same thing. It's a ½ inch wide, slightly over ½ inch wide, acetate ribbon. And this one has a name. They called it Happiness. So we're gonna take this one and call it letter H. 10 cents a yard for letter H. Don't know why my colors are. It may just be the monitor. It may just be the monitor. Because my gloves look almost two different colors. Let's see what that does. That's better. That's much better, actually. Oh, come here. This is H. I want to take a look and see. Nah, it's better, but it still has that kind of orangey color to it. So we'll keep going. This one, they call it Grape. And it's a little more, it's not a royal purple. It is that purple that's got some red to it. It's a little on the darker side. It's definitely darker than the dark raspberry and definitely more leaning towards purple. ½ inch wide. This is called Grape, 10 cents. 10 cents a yard. And this will be letter G. Since it has a name, we use it. Now, this one is a white satin ribbon. Again, 100% acetate. Does it have a name? Just says satin white. ½ inch wide. I mean, this is the kind of crafting ribbon that they would make, those bows with the many loops for. Yes, this is supposed to be members only because members for the Fairy Realm get to see drop sales a day in advance. So, Nora dear, you get to see this first. And then tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, it will go live to everybody. Now, that means tomorrow there will be, because you weren't here in the very beginning, tomorrow there will be 2 drop sales because I'm part of the December Huckster Hop because Patrick is doing another shop hop for the month of December. My slot is at 6:30. It starts at 5. I was just looking at it. 5 or 5:30. It starts at 5:30 Eastern Time with Miss Damn Jewelry. And every half hour there will be another shop because that lineup is Dolores at Miss Damn Jewelry at 5:30. 6 o'clock is Reclaimed Treasures by Mary. 6:30 is me. 7 p.m. is Vintage Vinny. 7:30 p.m. is The Thrill of the Thrift, so it would be on Dee's channel. 8 p.m. would be Patrick at Trusty Huckster Mercantile. And then at 8:30 would be Vintage Uprising, Texas. So, and then I have my live sale at 11 p.m. that night. So the white will be, we already used W, didn't we? Did I use W? I should have written this down. Oh, ow, ow. No, we didn't use a W. Just double checking. So 10 cents a yard. And this one will be W for white. Now, the next one, it says the color name is Sonia. This is a dark peach. And there's a lot of this one. I mean, this spool is almost full. And it's a half yard one, 10 cents a yard. And it's a dark peach. They say its name is Sonia, so we're going to make this one the letter S for that one. Now, the last thin one is a light peach, half-inch wide ribbon. This one, I don't know what they were doing, because they called, somebody has peach written down, then they crossed it off and wrote Sonia, but this does not match the other one, because this one is absolutely, while that one was a dark peach, this one is like that, like the pastel peach, very nice and light, almost like, you know, wedding or baby shower colors. But this is half-inch wide, the light peach, 10 cents a yard. And this one's going to be, ow, this one's going to be ow, because there's a pin in it. This one's going to be letter P for peach. Now, I have two ribbons that are different width, and these are this is an inch, just over an inch and a quarter wide. And this is, they call it Better Times. This is very close to that dark raspberry of the smaller one I had. So this one's very close to the dark raspberry. Have I used letter B? Oh. No. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. I'm sorry I'm saying ow. I've had to be up and down the stairs so much today, from third floor to basement, because we had no heat. It turns out not only was the nozzle gunked up from gunk in the, out of the, how low the oil got from out of the tank, but for some reason it had no water in the system. I don't understand that. But this particular heater doesn't have an automatic feed to replenish the water, but he showed me what to do it myself for next time. But yeah, it was a lot, and I don't get my injection in my knee or the trigger points for my pinched nerve until Friday morning. So I've kind of worn myself out. So this one is, what do we say, an inch and a quarter? Yes, it's an inch and a quarter wide. This is the dark raspberry. They call it Better Times. This is 15 cents. This wider one is 15 cents a yard. And this is going to be letter B. Now, the pretty one I like. This is, the color is mauve, and the color is definitely that pinky kind of mauve, dusty pink mauve color. But can the light catch it? Can you see it is like moire fabric. Trying to get the light to catch it. It has all those wavy lines on it. There we go. You can kind of see it. It's got the wavy lines, the watermark lines, like watermark moire fabric. Isn't that pretty? So that is on that. This is 20 cents a yard. And I had figured out, because the spools have the prices on them. And so I figured out what they would be per yard, and then I took a little bit of a discount off so that you're getting them for less than what they sell as. And I happened to be in Joann Fabrics and saw that the prices now are they're about 10% more than what's on the price per yard than what's on the spools now. What's on these spools. So you're definitely getting a nice discount, but I want to be able to give everybody a chance to get it by the yard, because, it's not like everybody needs 100 yards or 50 yards of something. So this is a wonderful mauve moire ribbon. This one is 20 cents a yard, and it's the letter M. The letter M. Stand up. Stand up. Now, these wide ones, these, excuse me, these are 25 cents a yard. This is a beautiful light lavender. Oh, look, this one is close to the, the actual color. This is, it says 200 count, which I guess is the thread count, acetate satin. And the spool originally was 50 yards. But the spool is still pretty full. There's not a lot off of this one. But this one is, these are 2.5 inches wide. These larger ones, these are made by a company called Alita. So for this wonderful, wonderful lavender one, this is 25 cents a yard. And we're going to use the letter A. We use letter A for this one, 25 cents a yard. And then we have, now this one is a pink. It's a little bit darker than baby pink, but it is definitely not lavender. It is a pink, though I noticed, like I said, this monitor's not showing true color, and I don't know if it's just my monitor. But, well, wait a minute. They say lavender on that one. But when you have them next to each other, this one's definitely more pink. Absolutely more pink. So even though this says lav on there, we're not calling it that. It's absolutely pink. And again, this is 2.5 yards wide. Again, this is fused edge craft ribbon acetate. And so for this pink one, this is 25 cents a yard. I'm pretty sure we used that letter. So let's use, who made you? C&G made you. So for the pink one, we're going to use the letter G. Did I use G already? Hang on. I used C already. I did use G already. We need another number. I used P. I used C. I need E. I haven't used E. We'll use E. So for the pink, 25 cents a yard, letter E. And then the last one I have is a really nice burgundy color that is 2.5 inches wide. It's another one. It's a satin sheen on one side, also made by C&G. But it is a lovely burgundy color. And this one, again, 25 cents a yard. And this one will be letter Y, letter Y for this one. And that is all the craft ribbon, the bow craft ribbon I have. Now, I have had great fun with this stuff because, I have, because it has the nice fused edges. There have been things I've made where I have been able to cut this and like fringe it. I've very carefully cut snowflakes, small snowflakes out of this stuff. I've used it on packages. I've used it to make bows for wreaths. I have actually used this stuff for when I made my own stationery, because you could put, if you're making a card, you could put a nice strip of ribbon down the card, and then I would take a rubber stamp onto another piece of paper and put an image on that, and then I'd take that piece of paper and glue it right over top on the center, so you had this nice banner of a ribbon with the image with all the embossed inks and stuff. So you can get creative with this stuff. It doesn't have to be for a bow. You can do all kinds of stuff with this ribbon. So this sale is good until I run out. Let me flip you back around. I know I look pale. I have no makeup on. I literally woke up half an hour ago because it was so cold and I did not sleep well. And then when Mike got home from his errands today, he literally went, "Okay, you're going to bed in my room." He literally tucked me and wrapped me in the comforter. I had cats on top of me within 2 seconds, and I fell asleep because the house was finally heating up. I woke up to a nice 60-degree house as opposed to a 48-degree house, which is what it was when I got up this morning. It was not fun. But we have heat now. We're good. So I hope, Nora, you enjoyed that quick rundown, and you get first shot at it. Oh, my Lord, you're at 24 degrees. I'm dreading that. We ran out of plastic. One of the reasons on the Buy Me a Coffee, I did start the wish list thing they have, and I had one for the house, for things like emergency to go get, like if I didn't have the cash to get it. And this is exactly why. We were using this roll of plastic on some of the old 1911 windows that I didn't do in the front of the house because it would change the look too much, the street look of the original house. But we put plastic on one of the windows up here and realized I don't have enough. I have one short piece left that's about, I think we measured, it was only about 25 inches long, but it folds out. I mean, this stuff is in a roll about that long, and it folds out in thirds, but that's still not long enough to do these long windows. So did 2 of the basement windows with it, but I didn't. But now I got to figure out how to get another roll of that plastic, because I still got living room, dining room, Gary's bedroom. There's one window in each on the front of the house to do, and then I wanted to do the kitchen door, because the original 1911 back wooden door has 4 big panes of glass in it. And I just thought, there's no way to insulate that. There's no insulation on that. So I just put some plastic over it. Might help to weatherproof that. So, you figure stuff out as you go. Just simply because with the new heater, it's definitely better. I mean, we're not going through oil as fast as we did with the old burner, but it was, it's still, when the wind blows, this house just sucks heat right out of it, and mostly around the oldest windows. So this year I'm determined to get them, not just a few of them covered in plastic. I want all of them covered in plastic. So enough of that. Nora, I hope you have a good night, and I hope I see you tomorrow. Yes, today is Wednesday. So tomorrow you'll be seeing a lot of me, because Got this'll drop to the public tomorrow at 8. Um, the drop sale for Huckster drops at 6:30, and then I will see you tomorrow night for a live sale at 11 p.m. I have no idea what I'm going to have because I've been kind of distracted with dealing with heater repair and Michael's car. That's still not finished and repaired, and now it looks like we're taking it to a different shop. So we've been kind of busy, and I had a friend in from out in the state of Washington has been in for the week. So for the weekend, we were out all over the place seeing old friends because she took me with her. And so I didn't get anything done for this overstuffed house on the weekend because I was seeing people I haven't seen in a year. Some I haven't seen even longer than that. So I took the weekend off and got to spend some holiday time. We even had a tea. We had a high tea. 6 women having high tea, and we're all twisted as can be. So that was a blast. There was somebody I was going to say something about on my channel, and all my notes are downstairs. There was a channel I was going to plug to you, and I don't remember who. So I will have to do it in the live because it was somebody, it wasn't Lisa from Flippin' Crazy. There was somebody else, and I'll have to do it in my live sale tomorrow night because my notes are all downstairs. So I hope you enjoyed this. This sale will be open until I'm out of this ribbon. Out of the ribbon. So this sale may be open for quite a while, but for all you crafters out there, get it while you can. I will measure it out. I spent all those decades measuring fabric for my mother, as well as spending 6 years working at Joann Fabrics measuring fabric. So it's nothing for me to measure out a yard or 2 or 3 or 4 or 20 of ribbon. Won't be a problem. All right. So, Nora, you have a good night, and good night to everybody else who sees this on Thursday. Bye. Where is it? There we go.